Welcome. Drop Ash Podcast officially after a whole 6 days of anticipation. We're recording our first episode.
We're doing this, baby.
Fucking podcast.
I mean, this is gonna be awesome. I've been wanting to do something like this forever. Being here with the shop. It's meeting interesting people, getting to know a lot of people in the industry. I have great conversations here every single day, and I figured, you know what, we need to broadcast this to the world, and I think this is the best way to start. Is just doing these episodes every once in a while, and bringing on some cool people, having some conversations with you, smoking some cool stuff, and it's gonna be awesome.
I love it. So I can say that you have probably one of the best palates out of anyone that I've met in the industry. I'm not just saying that because you're next to me. But I think our palates are complement each other. We agree.
Yeah.
Like 99% of the time on notes, and I like this, I like that, hate that, hate that.
Yep.
But beyond that, we are agree on a lot of things. We disagree on some things, and we have very different perspectives on cigars. But what we do agree on is that cigars bring people together.
Of course.
And also we wanted to kind of highlight the different aspects of cigars and from a different perspective. Most podcasts are kind of one-sided and, hey, here's every note about this cigar, and let me tell you first, second, and third, and it has this wrapper, this binder, this filler.
Yep. But one thing that we do share common ground is the actual art of the cigar making process, from literally field to humidor, right? The amount of effort and work that goes into just making these works of art, right? These are hand rolled works of art that we enjoy every single day. These are literally this simple bundle of dead leaves have been handcrafted, meticulized by some geniuses, right, in this industry. And what they do is a common thing. They bring us together. They make us shut out the outside world. Like Steve Harvey talks about this therapy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's one of the things that I really, what made me love this industry, right? I was a little bit about me. My name's Alvaro. People call me Babyface. I have a cigar shop in downtown Fort Lauderdale, Ash and Vine down here. If you guys are around the area, come by. For all those that come by all the time, love you guys. You guys are family, and that's what we try to do. And that's the beauty thing about the cigar industry. Everybody's family. Everybody knows each other. And especially about being here in South Florida, you never know who's gonna pop up. When I come here in the store, we get people all the time. We have events, people coming all the time, and that's why I was just like, hey, let's leverage this opportunity, and bring this out to the masses. So. I take pride in every single aspect when it comes down to the farmers, to the rollers, the blenders, even down to the people who make the actual bands, Yeah. And I would like to get to know those kind of people, right, in terms of every step of the way. And not only what they, the cookie cutter questions that we can find on Google and little things like that, but I want to know, like, in depth, like who they are, what makes them tick, what are they excited about, what gets them excited about a blend, and why.
Absolutely. And to that point, I think a lot of it is as far as podcasts go, they really highlight like the matriarch and the patriarch of the family. Like, all right, this is the grandfather, and they're the fifth generation, and they're this and they're that. Mm-hmm. But I want to go a little bit beyond that and introduce people that they may not see every day.
Yeah.
Faces that they may not know, or names that they may not know, but they're behind the scene, and they're the ones that are rolling, blending, or even maybe behind the office and making the sales and all that stuff happen.
Yeah. No, it takes a village, with everything, and it comes down to being a retailer, being a manufacturer. It takes a village, and it'll be all. I'm excited to just like I said, to bring on folks in here and talk to everybody about this wonderful thing that we all share and love. Pauli, tell me about you, man.
Me, man, what can I tell you? I love cigars. I have a lot of vices, but cigars, hands down, it's my main vice. It's the thing that I love to do the most. I had reservations and have had reservations lifelong about working in the cigar industry because I never wanted it to be something that this is my thing that I love the most, and now it's work. So because of that, I really have avoided actively working in the cigar industry,
I get it.
and from being offered jobs as being a rep to national sales to hey blend for me and all those other things, and I've dabbled in a lot of different aspects of it, but I really have avoided doing something in the industry, and I've had a lot of friends ask me like, "Hey, let's do a podcast," and nothing really ever comes from it. Nothing comes to fruition. And you and I spoke about it like 100 different times, and then we had this conversation a few days ago, and we were like, "Let's just fucking do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's just do it."
Yep. That's literally what it is. I might not do a lot of cardio, but we're hitting the ground running. So
And then some.
yeah, and then some. So no, I'm definitely excited about this, man. I mean, from day one,
Look
you're
at this
one of the
fucking
first
mic.
people. You're one of the first people to walk into the store, and I remember you just looking around, being like, "So you're the one that took over Mo's store." You know what I
Fuck
mean?
Mo, by the way. Respectfully,
Shit.
I,
So
I said it. That's fine.
So, a little context. The store has been here for years. I took over. It's been about 2 years. It's been amazing. Just turning it around. And yeah, Pauli was one of the first people that came in, and I got to know him. We shared some great experiences. In the humidor, showing me around. He's taught me a lot of stuff too, as well. Just being a retailer doesn't mean I know everything about cigars. I'm learning every single day. And this guy right here next to me has been one of the biggest instrumental leaders in terms of my knowledge of cigars. So
Thank you.
just being part of this podcast with him is an honor, and I think that we can go far. Just in terms of being consistent. Obviously you guys giving us any advice, what you like, what you don't like, we're open to it. Again, like he said, we're just two guys that love the industry,
Both
part
cigars.
of it, one way or the other, and we just want to just do this just to get our word out there and see what we can do.
Yeah. So part of it is, conceptually, we wanted to interview people, and we have shot a little teaser
Yeah.
that you may or may not have seen. And it was how long was that? Like 30 seconds? A
Yeah,
minute?
yeah,
Whatever it was. He edited it, by the way. So shout out to Alvaro, Babyface.
yeah.
And we had so much like people reaching out with love, man.
Really
and
fast, man.
fast.
That was amazing. That was amazing to see. I was very touched by it. We're already,
Yeah.
point time from that video about like over 4,000 views, over 100 and something shares, which
Yeah.
I mean for being just from scratch
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Not boosted, by the way.
Not boosted.
And the cool thing about it is we have people from like pillars of the industry and regular everyday consumers sharing it, saying you thank God you guys are doing this or finally, and that sort of thing. And that really motivated me more so to where we are today, where we're filming our first episode.
Yep.
And conceptually, we're going to be filming once a month.
Yep.
That's the idea, having
Yeah. Seeing where it goes.
and having different guests on, and having some segments here and there that you'll be able to become familiar with, but also keeping it fresh. So a lot of it is going to be based on your feedback. So don't just be like, wear a bigger shirt, Frank, but give us feedback on what you like, what you don't like, what cigars you want to hear about, what companies you want to see. One piece of feedback that I heard is that I talk too much with my hand, so it's cool. I'm gonna hold on my hand right here.
It's a tick.
Fuck that guy. But stuff like that.
He knows who he
Whatever. Yeah, he knows who he is. Whatever feedback you have, give it to us. Share it.
Yeah.
Pause. And we're here for it. We want to make the show your show, not just our show, but your show. We want to make a show that people can enjoy and that people want to watch. I know that we've watched 100 different podcasts, and we're like, yeah, bro, that's cool, but it'd be a lot cooler if XYZ.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here to do.
And honestly, kudos to those other podcasts. We're not trying to replace anybody. Honestly, the same thing. Like, again, as a retailer, I don't like the idea of like the people across the street from me or down the street from me are my competition. I see us all on the same boat. You know what I mean? There's plenty of business out there for all of us to become successful. And we live in a dog eat dog world, but for me, it's all about synergy, right? It's all about creating the relationship, lifelong relationships, trust, and I'm all about supporting thy neighbor. I kind of make it like a little segment that I do on my social media where I pop into like some shops here and there, to learn from them, right? To learn from them, see what they're doing, and just showing my support, whether it's
Yeah.
the Smoke on the Water and Neptune, Empire, things like that. Like I'm all for it. Again, we're all one big happy family, and that's the way I like to share it because we're all here sharing the same goal, preaching the same choir. And that's same thing with the when it comes to the podcast. Like I would love for other podcasts to come and say, hey, little things that I did when I started that I wish I knew that I would have done when I started. I mean, I'm all ears. I would love to have that criticism, and it's just I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we're doing.
Yeah, criticize, but don't fucking hate. Just keep your fucking.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're here to try to be against the grain, right? I'm not gonna say we're not gonna try to steer off the path. We're trying to be against the grain, and that's the plan. Is to entertain, to educate, and
Smoke good cigars.
and smoke some great cigars while doing it. And hopefully we look good while doing it. That's the whole plan. So it's a family affair. We got Keith here behind the camera for all of you guys know when you come to the shop. He's the manager of the store. Even my brother is here. You guys have seen him in the store as well. And we're all doing this together.
They're scantily clad right now behind the cameras. Just know that.
This is just a little small intro episode. This is nothing that's to take you to go into super high depth or a cigar review. I just explain to you guys who we are and what to expect coming forward. You want to tell them about our first episode? I like to call this episode 0.
This is episode 0.
Yeah, I like to call it episode 0.
Fuck, man. All right. Well, I guess this is episode 0. No, man. This is episode 1.
Fine, episode 1. All right, fair enough.
So episode 1 is gonna be short and sweet. This is us two jerk offs doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And this is why you should watch. We're kind of knowledgeable about cigars. Granted, I don't know a lot about cigars, but people around me tell me I know a lot about cigars. But I know this much about cigars, which is still probably more than most people. But whatever, that's not here and there. Not in the cigar world. But a lot of my friends and people that we know, I always say, man, you guys should do a podcast. And they tell him and they tell me, and now they told us together. So here we are. We're doing a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you asked me. You said what's the show about? And
Yeah. The next episode.
What's the next episode? Well, the concept is that we're gonna be showcasing the new. So we wanted to show you the new generation of cigars, the cigar world, and who's new, who's the new face, and where is the industry going. So our very first guest. First up, this shit is amazing. And when you told me like, yeah, this is the first person, I was like, ain't no fucking way that we're gonna come out, batting fucking 1,000.
You gotta come out swinging, bro. That's the way to do it.
But we are, and don't just, take my word for it. You should fast forward the next like 4 minutes of this clip and just go to watch the first episode or second episode, however you want to look at it, because it's gonna be some amazing shit. We have an amazing guest. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, so it's kind of a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah, just wait for the teaser.
Wait for the teaser.
Yeah, he might whisper.
He might. Fuck. He might whisper a little bit, and if you know his voice, you'll know who it is. But highly entertaining person, and you love his family, you love his cigars, and you're gonna love the show.
For sure.
So tune the fuck in.
Yep.
And like I told you, we will have a sick lineup. And our first guest is really a fucking amazing guest. It's gonna be hard to top this after this, right? Like, who's gonna be the next show? But our first guest on motherfucking Dropped Ash is gonna be no other than
What's up, bitches?
you're gonna have to guess, or you're gonna have to tune in. Matter of fact.